guys, what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time we are taking a look at the one-step Optimus Prime. This was given to me by someone that doesn't really know much about Transformers, so that kind of explains why I got it. Plus, it was like the only thing they could find, so they decided to get me this guy. This is the Optimus Prime figure for the one-step lineup, and it is pretty simple. I think that for kids, it's decent, but it's also not a good-looking figure. I don't know. I have a little bit of fun with the transformation, I will admit. It is a one-step changer. It's pretty fast and simple, but there are problems with the transformation too. Like, you need to make sure that these little tabs are placed in correctly. You need to make sure that the arms, I believe they have to be up. Although, I guess it doesn't really matter because I just had them down and it was fine, so you can do that, I guess. But he's got a lot of kibble hanging off the back of that. I will give it credit, they did try to make the shape here just look fine, I guess, but it doesn't look right. And also, these canisters are way too high up. I don't like that. The front of the truck looks fine. It could use a little more detail for the headlights, but I think that the front of the truck looks fine. If you have it like that, yeah, that looks good. It's just whenever you turn it, it doesn't look good. Also, these tabs don't like to connect, so that's another problem I have with this. I do like the Autobot logo on the front. I actually really like that. The light blue right here, I think that's pretty good. The flame detail is actually very nice. I do like that. No painted rims, but I'm fine with that because a lot of Transformers nowadays just skip that, so it doesn't really matter to me. These are the clip-on wheels, and they don't roll too well, so there's that. For a comparison, here is the one-step drift, and as you can see, they are out of scale, but this is a one-scale lineup, so you're not going to get all these figures in the same class. I mean, the Grimlock is pretty much the same size as this, so there is that. With that out of the way, that's pretty much it for the alt mode. I like the smokestacks too. I think that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and transform it. Now, transforming it is very simple. All you have to do is push down the windshield and just let it open up. And as you can see, the arms stick out. Just give him a little push, and there you have the one-step Optimus Prime in his robot mode. And I think for kids, this will be fine. Honestly, I, in some sense, like the design. Yes, it's got a huge chunk of the truck kibble, but given the design of the Michael Bay Optimus Prime for Transformers 4, it doesn't really show a lot of alt mode kibble into this. In fact, for a one-step changer, this guy does not use any of the alt mode kibble for the robot mode. It's usually just on the sides or tucked away or something. Except for the wheels on the side, but that's just hanging off the side. I don't believe that he actually has that in the movie. He's got a lot of gray on him, but part of me actually likes that. He kind of looks a little beefy too, and fat and chunky, so there's a little bit of a charm to him. Does his head rotate? Yeah, his head actually rotates, which is very good. And then his arms move forward and back. You can't get a full 360, but that's fine. I feel like there is an elbow joint in there, but there's not. So that kind of sucks. But you can definitely plug on weapons onto his hand, so that's very good. I like the design of the head. It's funny because the one-step heads so far have been pretty good. These are the only two one-step figures that I have, by the way, so I can't really say that all the one-step changers will have good heads, but I think that this actually looks pretty good. And the flame details on the chest look pretty nice. I actually like the flame decos on this because it's pretty clean, so that's good. I will show you the transformation back because there is a lot that needs to be taken into place. First, you open that section up just to get that out of the way. And then you move the canopy back, and pretty much everything will unfold. Make sure that the legs are pushed in, and there are a couple of tabs right here, right where my finger is, above, right there, with the gray plastic, that will go into these little holes right here in the kneecaps. And you just want to make sure that those line up, and as you can see, the arms won't really close in. So you just bring those in and then bring down that panel which will form the button. And there you have him in the alt mode. So it's a lot of work to get him into this. It's a little bit more than a one-step, I would say, but it's better than some of the other one-steps where you actually have to transform it and then do a whole bunch of other stuff. No, you're just kind of moving with stuff, so I'm fine with that. Size comparison, once again, here is the drift. So yeah, not in scale, which by the way, the drift head does not rotate. It's just on there. Drift is a little bigger than I would like it to be for the scale purposes, but once again, this is not for scale. This is just for little kids. And I think for little kids, this is fine. This is alright. You know, he looks like Optimus Prime from the movie. Just has a lot of gray, which I wish was picked out in blue paint. But other than that, I actually think this is fine. Probably has more red than his on-screen version, if I'm being honest. But I think it looks fine. So with that out of the way, I thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.